Hey, it's Cody, and it's day 5 of our epic ride down Route 66. And we've definitely entered the Great Plains portion of the journey. We're starting our day in Tucumcari, New Mexico, in one of the last standing motor courts in the United States. Man, I can't get enough of the 50s color palette. Not to mention all the classic cars. Vroom vroom goes my heart. Hey, what's up? Last night I had the best sleep at the Blue Swallow Motel. This place is so unique, so cool. If you are in Tucumcari, you have to check it out. Now we are headed to, where are we going?
Shamrock, Texas.
We're going to Shamrock, Texas, baby. We got some cool stops along the way, and we even picked up something that we have to deliver to Baxter Springs, to Crazy Legs, Dean Walker. There's a Route 66 Express where they'll tell you, hey, can you come drop this off if you're heading that way? So that's what we're gonna do. Looking forward to that. Let's go. I don't know where we're going. We're gonna go this way. Hey, it's Cody. You know me from Easy Riders Magazine and the TV show Mayans MC. But more than just a butt on TV, this butt is riding the Iron Pony all the way across Route 66 with my Iron Puppy Chopper. Together, we're on a mission to raise money for our favorite dog rescue while forging new friendships along the way. Get ready to shift gears and change lives. This episode is sponsored by Simpson Motorcycle Helmets. It's what we use to protect our noggins. And now for the answer to last week's Iron Pony Express question of the day. If you guessed C, you're correct. Good job, smarty pants. Now I know we usually take off at the beginning of each episode, but Tucumcari was just too cute to leave so soon. And I'm glad we stuck around because Robert, the owner of the hotel, actually asked us for a little favor. So I wanted to show you guys how I was given my not-so-secret mission. Cue flashback.
So if you wouldn't mind, drop these off to Mr. Dean Walker. He called and he asked for them. We had a good conversation. You're headed up to Baxter Springs, right?
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, I'd really appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you very much. We are very ancestral. He's my neighbor. He's on the same highway.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, I appreciate that, though, folks. Okay. And thanks again for your stay.
So cool how business owners who live along the route call each other neighbors, even if they live in different states. Because it's such a tight-knit community, and we were stoked to be able to help out with this time-honored tradition. Fun fact, air conditioning used to be known as refrigerated air, and I thought this sign was hilarious. Okay, we're at the Blue Swallow Hotel, and we're about to put our Shift Gears, Change Lives, Chopper's Charity Ride sticker right next to Donatello. Best buds forever now. What are you barking at? Tucumcari is affectionately called the Heart of the Mother Road because of its vintage charm and dedication to the preservation of history. I can dig it. It was full of Golden Age remnants with the vehicles to match. But what is this? Is it a tractor or a motorcycle? Heck if I know. Like they were hitting 420 back then too. Then I spotted this iconic stop. Make sure you look both ways before crossing the street, kids. This is the Pee Curios building that was built in 1944. It had the coolest little knickknacks. Whoa. But by far one of the coolest parts of Route 66 is all the stickers. It's so cool to feel connected to all those people that came before you, wondering their motivations for traveling, like if they were fulfilling their dreams just like you. Oh my gosh, look how cute Chopper is and his little doggles. Well, we've got a long day ahead of us, so we can't stay in one place too long. Time to ride to the next stop. Ta-ta, Tucumcari. Until next time. And we say, muy estas to New Mexico. That means see you later in Plains Creek. And howdy to Texas. That's 5 states in 5 days, baby. Except for there was about a mile in between those two signs, so I'm not sure who that belongs to. Did I just go to no man's land? Hey, what's up, Cody's Roadies? It's day 5 and we are halfway there. Literally, look, it's 1,139 miles to Chicago, 1,139 miles to LA. This is literally the middle point I can't even believe we've made it this far. Halfway to go. This moment was so cool. We helped these two Dutch ladies snap a photo.
Magical.
So they gifted us these little clogs, and in return we gave them stickers. This is the camaraderie I keep talking about. We're halfway there, and I'm feeling warm and fuzzies from the people we just met, but way colder from the weather than I expected. My butt is definitely sore, and my fingers feel like they're gonna fall off, but hey, that's why I'm grateful that we found this hidden little gem. We are in Vega, Texas, and the food was bomb.com. Look at Chopper, patiently waiting for his turn. Mwah. Oh my gosh, we're at the Rooster Cafe, Rooster Restaurant, I don't know, but they have white queso, not for you. And this is literally crack. I'm obsessed. I love it. I want to bathe in it. I love white queso so much, and you can't find it in LA. Oh my god, it's actually coming through. It's better with a chip. After everyone had time to warm up, recharge, and go potty, it was time to jump back on the road to Amarillo, Texas. The first time I ever drove through here was when I moved to LA. I specifically remember because I went to a gas station and the lady working said she's seen a lot of my kind go west to LA with big dreams, only to come back east with broken dreams. Well, lady, we're out here making dreams come true, baby! Making our own motorcycle adventure show while raising money for charity.
We made it to Cadillac Ranch. Dee's holding Chopper. You're spoiled. Lots of other bikers here.
And if you think this is a lot of graffiti, you won't believe what's about to come next. Cadillac Ranch is an art installation originally commissioned by eccentric millionaire Stanley Marsh III, since he hated to be the third in anything, in order to bring publicity back to the Texas Panhandle. In 1974, the San Francisco art collective Ant Farm answered the call. Inspired by the evolution of the tail fin, they buried 10 vintage Cadillacs in the ground at a 60-degree angle to mirror the Great Pyramids of Giza. And the ploy worked! Cadillac Ranch appears in the Pixar movie Cars. Bruce Springsteen wrote a song about it, and after 2 decades of town expansion, they actually had to move the entire installation into a cow pasture. Moo! Almost 50 years later, the installation has taken on a life of its own. Tagging started as an act of rebellion, but now is encouraged. Cadillac Ranch has 2 million visitors a year, meaning the art is constantly changing. And whatever you paint on will be covered in just a few hours.
It feels crazy. There's like layers and layers and layers of paint. Do you gotta get high if I sniff it? Ooh! I've never tagged anything before.
I also drew this heart. We love LA, represent. And then we just let the creative juices flow.
David!
Chopper, however, was a little more interested in running free and letting loose. Go, Chopper, go! Little man always knows just how to hit his mark. Straight into my heart.
Okay, since the weather's bad, we're just gonna jump on the bikes and try to make it to our final destination, Shamrock, Texas. Let's go, boys.
Uh-oh, bad weather means it's time for another Iron Pony Express question of the day. What feature of the classic Cadillac inspired the ant farm artist of San Francisco to create Cadillac Ranch in 1974? Type your answer in the comments below and tune in next week for the answer. Whew, that weather was a little bit of a rough patch, but now we've made it through the clouds and back to cruising through the Panhandle.
All right, we just got to Shamrock, Texas. Today was windy, rainy, but fun. It was raining, but we still went to Cadillac Ranch and got to spray paint some cars. We left our mark. We wrote, I love LA, because we do. Now we're just gonna unload. We are at the Western Motel in Shamrock, Texas. Apparently, this town used to be hoppin' before, like a little mini Vegas with all of its neon signs. I'm excited to see those when it's nighttime. But until then, I think we're gonna go in the room, rest a little bit, maybe grab some din-dins, give Chopper some love. I need to shower. I skipped this morning. Whoops. Today's gonna be a wash your hair day. You're gonna follow me in the bathroom? Bye!
After a much-needed shower and nap combo, I felt like a new woman and headed out to see some neon.
We are in Shamrock, Texas, and we are staying at the Western Motel across the street. Right now, we are at the U-Drop Inn and Shamrock's Tower Station. Little fun history about that. At the front desk, they had this really fun little article, and I'm gonna read to you. So in the 1930s, U.S. highways 66 and 83 were completed through Shamrock. After these highways were completed, business sprouted up all around them, and Shamrock's Tower Station and U-Drop Inn was one of them and is now one of Route 66's most popular attractions. I mean, that's why I wear hair, ain't it? Another fun fact, the likeness of Shamrock's Tower Station and U-Drop Inn was used in the Cars movie and is also featured at Disneyland's Cars Land. In Cars Land, the likeness is used as a souvenir shop. Look, there it is. Shout out to my Disney fans, Sean and Jen. All right, now I'm gonna hand that off to my crewmate there. We're gonna go riding into the night. But really, I'm just gonna go back to my hotel room and sleep. All right, guys, well, I'm pooped, so I'm gonna hit the hay, but I hope you enjoyed this episode. Good night.
What another amazing day riding Route 66. We've rode through some amazing scenery. We're given a mission to help a small business do a delivery, saw some sweet locations, and hit the midpoint for our journey. We met some amazing new friends, braved the scary weather, and had lots of laughs along the way. Stay tuned for next week, because you never know what's gonna happen on Route 66. Thanks so much for watching. Shout out to the Blue Swallow Motel and Cadillac Ranch for letting us film. Shout out to this episode's sponsor, Simpson Motorcycle Helmets, and our amazing crew. You guys rock. Today we rode 208 miles for a total of 1,213 miles and raised $1,100 for a total of $3,118 for Chopper's charity. Let's shift gears and change lives.